Madhura's Kitchen Diaries. Today we'll be seeing how to prepare Palak Paneer. Now Saag Paneer is a quintessential Punjabi dish which evolved into Palak Paneer to suit the palate of people who stayed beyond the borders of Punjab. The richness of spinach combined with the protein-rich paneer, the perfect creamy taste, the savory texture makes Palak Paneer nothing less than a match made in heaven. Let us see how to go about preparing this recipe, and thanks a lot for watching our videos, liking them and subscribing to our channel. Thank you. To follow us on YouTube, search for Madhura's Kitchen Diaries on YouTube. Press the subscribe button followed by the bell icon and select all option to get the latest notifications of all our recipes. Our first step is getting the spinach ready. For this, I have taken a bunch of spinach, washed it nicely. If you feel the stems are tender, you can pluck it with the stems or just take the leaves. We will take around 3 glasses of water in a pan and bring it to a boil. After the water comes to a boil, we'll start adding the spinach leaves to it. Ensure that the leaves are completely immersed in water. Now, keeping the gas on a high flame will allow the leaves to blanch for around 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that. After 3 minutes, we will transfer the leaves from the boiling hot water to ice cold water. Doing this stops the cooking process of the spinach leaves and ensures that the color of the leaves is retained while we prepare Palak Paneer. We'll allow the spinach leaves to cool down in the ice cold water. In the meanwhile, we'll proceed to preparing the masala mixture. For this, we require 1 teaspoon jeera, 20 to 25 flakes of garlic finely chopped, 1 medium piece of ginger finely chopped, 2 vertically sliced onions, 2 finely chopped tomatoes, 2 green chilies, 1 bay leaf, and half to 3/4 teaspoon of salt. We'll begin by taking 4 teaspoons of oil in a pan. After it heats up sufficiently, we'll add bay leaf and jeera to it. After it starts spluttering, we'll add part of the chopped garlic, chopped ginger and the slit green chilies to it. We'll reserve the rest of the garlic for the tempering later on. Saute it nicely till the garlic acquires a slightly brownish color. After this, we'll add the vertically sliced onions and again give it a nice mix. The onion texture should become soft and they should also acquire a golden color and the raw smell should go away. At this stage, we will add the chopped tomatoes to it and mix it well. We can add half to 3/4 teaspoon of salt so that the tomatoes get a softer texture. Now we can see that the tomatoes and onions have cooked well. We'll turn off the gas and allow the mixture to cool down. Our next step is preparing the puree. For this, we will require the blanched spinach leaves, 1 small bowl of coriander, and our masala mixture. Our spinach leaves have cooled down by now. We'll take a small bunch, squeeze out the excess water from it and transfer it to a mixer bowl. This way, we'll transfer all the spinach leaves to the mixer bowl after squeezing out the excess water. We'll add a bunch of coriander leaves to it. Remove the bay leaf or the tamal patra from the masala mixture and transfer the cooled down masala mixture also to the mixer bowl. Without adding any excess water, we'll grind it once. We can see that our paste has got a thick consistency. We'll add little water to it and grind it once again. We can see that our paste has now acquired the right consistency. We will now see how to prepare palak paneer. For this, we will require the spinach masala puree which we have prepared in step 3, fresh paneer cut in cubes. I have taken around 350 grams of it, half to 3/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, half teaspoon red chili powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 4 to 5 teaspoons of fresh Amul cream, half teaspoon garam masala, 1 tablespoon wheat flour and salt to taste. We will take 3 to 4 teaspoons of oil in a pan. After it heats up sufficiently, we'll add turmeric powder, coriander powder, red chili powder and a tablespoon of wheat flour to it. Adding wheat flour gives the right thick texture to our palak paneer. After adding the wheat flour, if you feel it is becoming too dry, you can add a little bit of oil. We will add the puree that we have prepared to this mixture now. Saute it well. Add a little water at this stage to get the perfect consistency, but at the same time it shouldn't become watery. You can taste a little bit of the gravy and add the salt as per your requirement. Mix it nicely once again. Add little water if you feel at any point of time that the gravy is becoming too thick. We will start adding the paneer cubes in batches to the gravy. Mix it gently after every batch to ensure that the paneer cubes do not break in the gravy. We will cover it with a lid and allow it to simmer on a low flame for around 1 to 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we'll add half teaspoon of garam masala powder, and 3 to 4 teaspoons of Amul cream to it. Now Amul cream is optional. If you don't have it, you can even add the fresh malai from home or even fresh curds. Mix it nicely once again. Palak paneer is incomplete without tempering. So for tempering, we will take 8 to 10 finely chopped garlic flakes and 1 Kashmiri red chili. We'll take 3 to 4 teaspoons of oil in a pan and add the finely chopped garlic to it. Start sauteing it. This tempering is very aromatic as well as appetizing. We'll saute the garlic till it acquires a brown color and then add a Kashmiri red chili to it. We'll turn off the gas now and add this tempering to our palak paneer. Also top it with a little bit of more cream. See what a beautiful color our palak paneer has got, and it tastes equally delicious. If you liked our recipe, please press the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.